Hello, everybody. Well, Happy New Year. Happy 2017. Welcome back to the Elegant Life blog. I have had an amazing, wonderful, restful, fun, beautiful, really connecting holiday season with my family, and I wish that you had that as well. I am very excited to be back here with you today for this post and to continue the making of an elegant woman. Now, just so you know, this is the week that this series concludes itself. So this is very exciting. And it feels a little kind of melancholy for me to end it off because it's been a real pleasure remembering this. I have had like 2-hour Facebook iMessage sessions with Sandra, and we've been exchanging pictures with each other, and I'm gonna put some of those pictures on the blog posts later when I have a bit of time after this week. And yeah, it's been a gorgeous experience to go through all of this with you. So thank you for coming along on the journey. And I'm sure that you can see it has maybe stirred some things up within you. I know it has for many of you because you have been coming to me in private. I've been mentoring a lot of you, and it just means the most to me. So let's dive in today, okay? Where we ended up on the last post was that Emile and I had walked into the fair together, and it just felt incredible. Dear Diary, the fair was a display of art from around the world. Emile and I somehow ended up being alone, looking at the Bulgaria and Prague displays, and afterwards he excitedly was searching for anything on Edmonton or Canada, and I just loved how excited he was to try and help me find it. Now, one part of the fair was showcasing artistic, beautiful kitchens, and I looked at one kitchen and I said, "Ooh, I love that." And he looked at it with total sincerity and said, "Wow, yeah, that's a beautiful kitchen." I love how guys are here. They appreciate beauty on a whole different level than some of the North American men that I've been introduced to do. We had such fun taste testing foods that were being sampled and looking at all the displays. We all had to go at one point, but Emile asked if we could exchange phone numbers and asked if we could get together the next day, me, him, Sandra, and her boyfriend. Oh my God, was he feeling things for me too? I think so. There's a real connection, a feeling of comfort between us. I'm not walking, I am flying. Yes, this is what was missing from Guy. I have to be attracted to a guy. All the other things are totally necessary too, which he had, but this being attracted, having this physical something is very important. I can't wait to see Emile tomorrow. Dear Diary, today Sandra and I met up with her boyfriend, and as soon as he saw me, he said, "Did you talk to Emile today?" I said, "No, why?" Oh, he wanted to apologize for how he acted yesterday because he didn't know that you have a boyfriend. I replied quickly, "I don't have a boyfriend." He likes me. We went to Sandra's house, and soon after we arrived, the phone rang. It was Emile. Sandra's boyfriend grabbed the phone to speak to Emile, and I could tell that he was sharing the news that I didn't have a boyfriend. And all of a sudden, he brought the phone to me and said, "There's someone who wants to talk to you." Emile sounded so happy to hear me, and when I told him we were coming over to where he was right away, he said with so much enthusiasm, "That's great." When we arrived at his place, he saw me and his face lit up, and he gave me that warm embrace and kiss on the cheek again. Now, Seinfeld was on, so we all sat around and watched it and laughed. Gosh, it was so amazing to listen to my own language again and interact with a man in my own language. To be with a sexy, dark-haired man who was so kind and so caring and so into me. Emil and I talked the whole rest of the night. And when I said we had to go, he said, "No, it's still early." I did have to go though. So he walked us outside and I said, "Well, hopefully we'll see each other again this week or this weekend." And he quickly responded with, "This week." This is so much fun, but hey. They leave to go back to Prague in 2 weeks, and I leave for Italy in 10 days. So fun is all this is going to have to be. But I'm looking forward to seeing him again already. Dear Diary, I have the worst news to share. Sandra's moving. Her family doesn't need her anymore, so she is moving to Bretagne. What am I going to do without her? I tried giving her lots of options on how she can stay here, but in the end, she has to do what's best for her. Guy called today and wanted to come and see me. He brought me tulips, soya chocolate dessert, and that Sting CD of his that I love so much. I realized right then and there, I can't abuse this relationship. I have to figure out this whole scenario. I had asked him to be patient with me, but I just have to tell him that it's over. It's over, and he has to get it this time. Later that night, Emil called and was so happy to hear my voice. He told me he really wants to see me tomorrow. What does he really want from me? I mean, he's leaving in 2 weeks. I don't understand, but I'm just going to enjoy the time that we have. Oh, yes. I made an appointment with the dermatologist. I am committed to getting rid of this acne. Today, the cleaning lady took me aside and asked, "Is everything all right with you?" And I said, "Oui, pourquoi?" "You must be allergic to something, dear, because you have pimples or bumps all over your face." Oh my God. And then Francois Clément, the youngest boy, came up to me on the sofa later, and he came up to my face and said, "Erin, qu'est-ce que c'est les petits points sur ton visage?" Erin, what are all those little dots on your face? Oh my God. I am actually shocked that I have all these guys telling me how wonderful I am, even with all these huge zits on my face. Maybe exuding beauty really is enough. All right, I am going to stop there today because I wanted to just do a little commentary, nothing long here. I'm going to do most of my commentary at the very end of the week, just to kind of sum up this whole experience. But I want you to, if you're watching this video somewhere else other than my blog, please go to the blog, because you just have to see this picture that I am posting. My friend Sandra sent me this. I requested it, actually. I was like, "Do you have that picture? Do you have that picture of me lying on the beach and my pimples all over the place?" And she finally found it and sent it to me. And I was like, "Oh my God, it's like worse than I thought." I want you to see. When I arrived in France, I had a lot of, I had some acne, but they were like, here and there, here and there. But as the emotions and the whole evolution and the growth of my soul and the change in diet and everything happened that year, it just got worse and worse. Like, you scroll down if you're on the blog, or go to the blog, theelegantlife.com, and go to this post. This is video number 24 of the making of an elegant woman. If I could have this amount of acne on my face and my neck, and I could be at the highest weight that I'd ever been in my life, and I was still attracting the most beautiful souled men, then there is something to be said for becoming beautiful on the inside and letting that radiate out and be your personal resonance that attracts something just as beautiful on the same frequency. It really goes to show. I want you to know that yes, knowing who you are and feeling your beauty is something that allows you to fall in love with yourself and appreciate yourself in such a beautiful way. And that helps you radiate as well. But the thing that makes the biggest difference, the most impact on your life, is that personal beauty frequency that comes from the inside of you and your soul evolving. And I want that to be the focus. And that is the focus of the Elegant Life. I'm going to be, after this series, telling you everything that you can do. Mindset shifts, processes, everything, so that your resonance, your personal, beautiful resonance, is one that allows you to live and manifest all that you desire. So hang in there, and we'll see you tomorrow.